Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Micah Let's Play, and guess who I am? I'm Micah, because who else would I be? Guys, I am so excited. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the showcase trailer for Resident Evil Village. I know it's been a minute, a lot has been going on, and just so you guys know, I'm in the middle of a competition to participate in an upcoming tabletop campaign with AngelArts, as seen here on screen. And the link will be in the video description. I'm going to put the link to both of my audition videos and my interview I did with Hark, also known as AngelArts. So go check it out. But don't just check out me, check out everyone else's. This year, the auditions for Hark's tabletop campaign, also known again as AngelArts, is really good. Like everyone who auditioned and everyone who's a finalist, just did an amazing job, and I'm just blown away at the sheer talent of this man's community. So again, Hark, if ever you see this, 2 thumbs for you, my friend, because you rock. Now, let's dive into this content, and then when I wrap this video up, what I'm gonna do, I'll have some stuff for you guys later. But until then, let's watch this trailer, because we must discuss. I still love this intro. This intro is still, to me, one of the best.
As the midnight moon rises on black wings, we await the light at the end. In life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
And I think I know who she is. I'm so excited about this, and the game comes out on the 7th of this month. Holy bananas.
When you're whining, we're almost there.
What are you up to, Heisenberg?
Where are you?
That's the $50 million question, right, Ethan?
If there are any survivors out there, come to Louisa's house near the
She was about to say come to my house, but she said come to Louise's. Like, I caught that. And if you guys have played the demo, we have some things to discuss. I still love this. This is like, this gives me chills.
Coming. Who
Look
is...
at this shit.
What the hell was that? Stop shouting. You'll draw the monsters. Tell me, what is going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us.
You escaped
See?
my little brother's idiot games, did you?
Love her.
Let's see
China.
how
Oh, and that
special
knife.
you are.
I love that face. I love it.
Is this all
Oh
that's
my
left
god.
from your entire village?
All that's left? There is no one left.
We can bust out
And
with
that.
this.
Lycans and gentlemen, we thank
Oh my
you
God.
for waiting. And now let the games begin.
Ah, there's that knife again.
There is no safe. Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half.
Oh,
Tomorrow we'll all be dead.
No, let me go!
and that's crazy. And that thing.
What the hell? Why?
Ethan Winters.
Mr. Winter. Ethan Winters.
Poor Ethan.
Ooh.
Ethan Winters. Welcome.
Right? I just want to know who was that person. Okay, so
Get off of me! Stay the fuck down!
I have a theory on
To say,
him.
I'm surprised you made it this far. It'd be a shame if something happened to you now.
You killed Mia.
Facts.
Now do me and finish the job.
Well. Okay, so they're telling everyone to pre-order now. I just wanted to watch the trailer again because I watched this thing like 1,000 times. Like, I shit you not. I freaking love this trailer. This trailer gave me life, okay? Now, here's the things I want you guys to notice. Also, guys, I did a deep analysis of the gameplay footage we got, like, way back when, for the Lady Dimitrescu footage where you see Ethan roaming around the castle. Well, he was in the wine cellar. So here's the thumbnail on screen, and the link to that video will also be up, so go check it out. Um, like I said, the showcase had a lot of really good stuff. And don't worry, I'm going to also cover the Infinite Darkness stuff as well. Like I said, life for me has just been chaotic busy, but good chaotic busy. You just got to have a balance of both, as they say. So now, what I want you guys to take notice of, outside of these amazing fucking graphics, let's just be real about it, is when you hear the elderly woman say the part, as the midnight moon rises on black wings, that's actually a reference to witches. I don't remember where I heard the reference, but you know who may know better than me is Beggy Beg Beg, so go check out her channel. I'm pretty sure she probably has a lot of information regarding this. Unfortunately, my knowledge on witchcraft it's shaky at best. But that is a definite call to witches. I forget why the midnight moon is so important because, of course, the witching hour. So I think that might be a reference to that. On black wings, I think that's relating to crows, if my memory serves me correctly. Again, like I said, I'm not a Wiccan. And if you are a Wiccan and you know better than me, please let me know in the comment section down below what this actual reference goes to. And again, if I say anything wrong or anything that's incorrect about Wiccan religion, please no, I don't mean anyone no offense. I just want to make sure that from based on what little knowledge I know, that's what we're going to be divulging as we go further into this. And I like how she says, as she continues, in life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda. Now, in the past videos, this chick we all thought was Mother Miranda. Turns out she's just some crazy lady that lives in the village. Now, if you play the demo, it starts with Ethan walking up on her, and he's like, "Do you know where Rose is?" And she's like, "Rose, Rose." She said, "Yes, she's in grave danger ever since Mother Miranda brought her here, and I think I have an idea, or I think I know who Mother Miranda is." And we'll touch on that in just a second. But what I noticed with that is that it totally flipped the script on what I thought, and I'm pretty sure everyone else thought, who Mother Miranda was. So it's not the old woman, it's someone else. And I think and now if you played the demo, there's a section where you go into a small church, and there's a picture of Alcina, another person, but in the middle there's this woman with this like owl looking mask, or like a mask that has like wings on it, or so on and so forth. Again, if I'm saying it incorrectly, please correct me in the comment sections. But I think that woman is Mother Miranda, and we'll touch more on her later as we dive further into this. And then there's some other things I do want to point out. When you see this section here where Ethan's hands are bound, now in the past showcase, you see a section where this spike wheelie thing is rolling towards Ethan and his hands are bound. Here it looks like his hands are bound with rope, and I think Heisenberg is dragging him on a chain or something. Like I said, BDSM. See, they already got the dominatrix female vampire. Might as well just throw in BDSM. I see you, Capcom. I see you, and I'm here for it. I'm down with the BDSM crew. Anywho, so I saw this right here, and I was like, "Oh," he said, "quiet. Quit your whining. We're almost there." And I'm like, "Oh." So again, guys, I am calling it now like I called it back then. Heisenberg is the giant Sasquatch guy that jumps down with the giant hammer. That's him. That has to be him. Because if you remember that IGN exclusive that we got like earlier this year, I want to say March or February, we got that exclusive behind the scenes with IGN, or maybe it was December. I don't remember. I did a video about it. If I remember, the thumbnail will be on screen and the link will be in the video description. Heisenberg turns into this guy with the hammer. So he must be one of the Lycans. Now, mind you, some of you might be like, well, he doesn't look like a Lycan. He looks like a Sasquatch. So what I think they did, I think they based him off something called not necessarily a druid or a forest spirit. I guess you can call it a druid or a dryad. You can also call him a dryad, or I believe Beggy mentioned it. She called it a leshy. thumbnail here, and I'll put Veggy's video in the link description. I'm going to have a lot of links in this video description. But Veggy goes into more depth on what a Leshy is, or as I like to call them, a forest spirit or something. I think they kind of played with that with the werewolves around this mythology. So I'm really excited to see what games Heisenberg had in store for Ethan. And if you pay closer attention, you actually see Alcina in the same cave with Ethan. So I think what happens is that in this game, Ethan eventually escapes, and this is part of the reason why Alcina was so pissed. And she threw the table, which totally turned everybody on. Let's just be honest. You know, watching that woman pick up that table and throw it, it did something for you. Because it did it for me. Let's just be real. Okay, so then of course we see the RE engine. I'm so here for it. We hear the little girl singing, which kind of remind me a little bit of RE7 when you're call to and Rosie. That's what it remind me of for some reason, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think? And it says this May, which is this month. We get to see more of the beautiful set pieces. And now, if you guys have keen eyes, this is actually one of the photos we got way back when with that IGN exclusive, where it looks like Ethan's walking up the cliffside and you see a castle and you see those giant bat-like bird things flying. So this is like, it's just a further shot, but it looks like it's in the same area. So I'm excited to see, or if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it looks like it's a similar area and the same time of day. So I'm excited. So I'm wondering, is this after you escape the castle or before you go to the castle? So those are the things I'm wondering about. But based on the demo, it might be afterwards. That's what I'm thinking. And then we see this part here where it says, oh no, they're coming. Now, mind you, if you played the demo, this sounds like the guy with the little hat who had the gun aiming it at the young woman who talked about Mother Miranda, who used to protect him. And like I said, I will be talking more about Mother Miranda in a minute. And I think this might be him when he's, oh no, they're coming. So I think this might be after the house situation, where you first meet them. If you played the demo, if you haven't played the demo, sorry, spoilers, but you need to play that goddamn demo because I'm going to play the second half of it. Don't worry. I'm going to play it a few days before the game actually comes out, which is May 7th. And today is May 4th. So, May the 4th be with you, you know, as they say. Now, let's continue. Let's go further into this. Now, you see this part here where Ethan is like, tell me what's going on. What it looks like, again, after you're drug into this cave, I think he sets you loose for the Lycans, as he called them, which are essentially werewolves, to hunt you down. Now, Lycan, I believe, is more of like an Eastern European term versus werewolf. And there's other terminology for it, but the Lycan or lycanthrope, but basically he just said Lycans. He sets you loose so the Lycans can like beat you up and pick you apart or probably eat you, whatever. But this kind of reminds me a little bit of RE4's The Cabin scene where Leon and Luis are in the cabin and they're constantly shooting. So I think this might be something like that, but now you're kind of like on the run because your hands are bound. So you're going to have to run around to avoid being attacked. And you probably have to play sneaky stealth style. So I'm curious to see how Ethan is going to get himself out of the situation as we play out his story. So I'm excited about that. Then this part right here, I believe this is after you get away from Heisenberg and you run into Alcina. Now, there's something I want you guys to pay close attention to when you see this part right here. Hold on. Let me go back to it. I'm trying to get to this scene where you see Ethan's hand get sliced. Okay, right here. This looks like this may be one of Alcina's daughters. I don't know if it's Bella or Olga or the other girl. You notice the knife that's in her hand and she cuts Ethan's hand with it. So I think this is after Ethan goes to the coffin where he pulls the knife out. So I think this might be a ceremonial style dagger. I don't know why this dagger is important, but they show it twice. So I think it has some story significance. It may be a key or maybe a weapon against Alcina herself or her daughters. Who really knows? So let's continue. And I just love this part where she's like,
let's see how special you are.
I love this part. Let's see how special you are. And then it just proves that she is a vampire. You know, that she is a super fucking hot and tall tyrant slash vampire with long ass claws. Hashtag yes queen. Somebody in Capcom had knew what, like I said, people, they knew what they were doing when they made her, but they also made her a little bit of fierceness because she have those claws, the way she dresses, she screams, and some people may not like when I say this, but she screams LGBT as well, because a lot of LGBT people like her because of her look. I like her because of her look. I think it's really unique. It's beautiful. It's, like I said, like a 1940 actress. Then on top of that, I just think she's hot. So, you know, there's that. But I love this face she makes because she goes, you know, she makes that poo poo mouth. So this may be an indication that Ethan, if he's not cured of the E virus, perhaps whatever cure he took or whatever stabilized him may make his blood taste funny to her. So she may have a reaction to Ethan. So I'm curious to see how this may play out. This is just a theory I have in my mind. And she may even spit out his blood. So I don't know. The reason why I say spit out the blood, because people who are wine tasters, they'll taste the wine, they'll swirl it, and then they'll spit it into a bucket. Now, most people are like, well, why wouldn't you drink it? But again, they can't get drunk. They need to taste the wine and understand the flavors and the complexities of it. I am not a wine drinker, but I know my shit. Okay? So I like this part here. I think that's what this might be, a scene that they might be, like, again, like I said, Altina maybe just tasting his blood to see if that E virus is still in his system, or something that may make him so special is his blood. Because again, you constantly hearing everyone saying Ethan Winters, Ethan Winters. What is so special about Ethan Winters? Ethan Winters outside of his daughter, Rose. So there's more to Ethan's story than we may not realize it. And Ethan may be a mutation himself, because I don't know if you guys have noticed in all of the promotional material, you never see Ethan's face anymore. You just don't know what he looks like at all. So I'm wondering, is Ethan infected with something, or has Ethan evolved into something? So yeah, there's something to play around, because as we play up the story, remember, we have to unravel the mystery within this new game, as well as everything else that's going on. So I think we're going to get an Umbrella origin story, and we're going to find out what the fuck is going on with Ethan, because Ethan has been Capcom is really trying to play up Ethan's significance within this story. And when they said, remember, when this story ends, his story comes to a close, and now I'm really starting to believe it may be Ethan. It's Ethan's story that's going to come to a close, but again, I could be wrong. So let's continue. So you see this part, I'm going to mute the screen. I'm so sorry. I was letting it play like that. So I love my gorgeous wife. She does that look, and it looks like she licks her lip, which is fucking hot. Oh, God, I have a problem, guys. Okay, this part right here, this looks like either that might be a werewolf person or it might be a villager in the corner. I'm just not sure. And then, of course, who's left. So basically, the old man and the girl are who you run into when you're in the village part, and then you get to Lucille's house. And I think one of the women dressed in all black is Lucille. So they're there to pray to Mother Miranda for protection. Because remember, the girl said, this doesn't make sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us. So again, this goes back to cults, as well as what the old lady said at the beginning of the demo. Something happened with Mother Miranda that made her flip the script on all the villagers. So instead of protecting them, now she's kind of maybe gone crazy. Like, there's gotta be more to it. So I'm wondering what happened to Mother Miranda and why did she turn on these villagers. So again, this is playing a lot of Lord Sadler vibes with RE4, but the question is what has happened? And these villagers, remember the guy said, hey, who's left? There's no one's left. So that means a lot of villagers have died or have been turned into these lichen. So let's continue. So we see all this part here, and then we see this guy. It looks like he's going to turn into a lichen, and then, of course, another car scene, because, Ethan must have his car scenes. Capcom like to repeat shit. So we're going to move on from this. Ethan smashing into walls. And then I love this part. Now, if you could see right here behind me where my mouse, the cursor is circling, that is Alcina right there. She's walking into the scene. So again, after whatever happens between Ethan and Heisenberg in this scene right here, Ethan escapes and possibly either one of her daughters died. Because remember, she said, and he's proven too much for my daughters to handle. So that means something happened beforehand that led to Alcina being so enraged, which is, again, really cool. So there's a lot of interesting story bits that are taking place within this, and I'm so here for it. And it looks like you're trying to run, but it looks like you get locked in. So, you know, it looks like while you're in there and you're fighting, you're going to have to find a way to unlock the doors to get yourself out. So I'm excited. It seems like this is going to be a challenging fight. Okay, there is that ceremonial dagger again. So now, if you guys remember when you saw Ethan's hand in the past trailer, his hand on this coffin, it looks like he opens the coffin and pulls out the dagger, and then when Ethan is captured, they use that same dagger to cut his hand open. So that dagger, again, either is a key item to unlock something or a weapon he must use on Alcina or someone, or he may need to use it, maybe it's a part of the ritual. Who knows? But this little dagger is very important because they showed it twice within the trailer. So I noticed that the first time I saw it, I just couldn't get that into it because I was so freaked the hell out. You know, I was freaking out. See, yeah, that dagger looks important. It also kind of reminds me of the Six from Resident Evil, from Resident Evil 6. And then, of course, there's Big Man jumping down. And it looks like this may be after, like, maybe after you leave the castle and you go back into the village, then this fight takes place. I think this might be like another huge boss battle where you're fighting, you know, the giant the giant version of Heisenberg as the Sasquatch. But if this isn't Heisenberg, I want to know, who is this cat? Who is this big ass dude with the giant mallet? You see all this, and then it looks like this is part of where you're trying to escape the lichens in the cave. So again, there's like a lot of really cool stuff. And it looks like there's a lot of mechanisms, and then you hear the guy saying, "We'll all be dead by tomorrow." So after this ceremony, there's something huge that's about to take place. So Rose is in, like, how the old village woman said, she's in grave danger. Like, and this, it puts so much importance, or it really emphasizes how much danger not only baby Rose is in, but Ethan, these villagers, and whoever else. And this is what I think what may have drawn Chris Redfield to the village. Now, I did a past video on Chris Redfield. I had some theories about Chris. Thumbnail here, link will also be in the video description. Chris Redfield, I thought, may be infected by the virus, or maybe they're holding someone ransom that he cares about, and they're like, hey, bring us Ethan. Or maybe Chris did this and used Ethan as a tool in his investigation. You never know. You never know. And for some reason, I'm starting to get the sneaking suspicion that Mia's not dead. I don't think Mia's dead. I think this may be a part of Chris's plan, but what it is, again, I'm just not sure on. Let's continue. You see the bridge right, and this fucking thing. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? That is a full-on motherfucking werewolf. Like, holy shit. And then this thing in the water. This, and you know what I think this is? Remember the mermaid in House Moreau? That's what I think this is. This is a giant sea creature that may be tying into House Moreau that had the mermaid. But the question is, Sun and Moon, what does House Beneviento have up its sleeves? So Sun and Moon is at the House Beneviento. Like, I'm just very curious, and I just want to know, why this is so important. But when I saw this, I immediately said, House Moreau. House Moreau. There it is right there. So I'm so excited. Okay, look at that shit. Look at that shit. We gotta fight that. That's gonna be in our face. What the hell is right? And then you see this part, and then you see, that beautiful creature that is Chris Redfield. And he said, why? And this looks like what I'm thinking this scene is. This may be the scene. Remember when you see Ethan walking in the snow? I think this may be a part of that. I could be wrong, but I think that might be a part of it. And you know what? This Chris kind of looks a little bit like RE7 Chris mixed with the Chris from Resident Evil Vendetta. It looks like they blended the two faces. That's what I'm thinking. He's hot though, but you know, I'm not complaining. And then I love again, my goddess, Alcina, right there. Just fuck yes. Why couldn't she say that? Why couldn't she be saying my name right now? Why can't she just be saying Micah Ross? You know, like fuck yeah, baby, let's go. It's getting hot in here. I got to finish this up. Okay, so, and you notice how everyone says his name, Mr. Winters, Ethan Winters. I always say his name funny. And then this part right here, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So Ethan is truly important to the entire story. And look, if you see behind him, this looks like this might be the church that you go into earlier, and you see Alcina's face crossed out. So there's more to this. I know there is. There's a lot more going on with this, and I can't wait to unravel this shit. Okay, then you hear poor Ethan, and you see Mia. Now this could be a dream. Remember he says Mia, and she's like, "Quit being so paranoid. It's just a local tale." Now this may be a dream sequence he has prior to the game starting, so that's what I thought this was. But when you hear poor Ethan, it sounds like Mia to me. Personally, I thought that was Mia, but it also could be Mother Miranda, and Mother Miranda could be the mother to Mia, or Mother Miranda and Mia may have something tied together. So keep your eyes peeled, kids. Let's continue. You see this, you see the little scene where you see Mia, and look, Mia's holding the baby. So that means you have to follow her, and the way things look, it looks like a dream sequence. That's what I'm thinking. If this isn't a dream sequence, I don't know what the fuck this is, or maybe this might be something at the end of the game. I'm not sure. And then you see this part. Now, I don't know who this is right here. And look, you see all, it looks like people's photos. So these may be villagers that have died and they're doing some kind of ritual for them. But I'm just not sure as of what, and I don't know who this is. So that could be the old woman, like you run into the old woman again, and maybe she's doing a ritual to help the spirits cross over. I'm just not entirely sure. So you see that there. And then you see where it says Ethan Winters welcome. Now the question is, that could be Heisenberg, but the voice sounds slightly different, so it could be somebody else, but I'm not sure to whom this is. But again, it could be Heisenberg on a speaker saying Ethan Winters welcome. So that could be that, but like I said, I have my theories. Now you see all this part here. And then now it jumps to the section where you're seeing Ethan being held down by this cat. Now, when I first saw this, I didn't know who this was. I kind of said maybe it could be Carlos, but then I was talking to my girl Owl and my girl Lightning. Thumbnail here, Resi Claire RedField. Her channel will be in the video description. The video that I'm speaking on, it was her birthday, and we were chatting it up, and me and Lightning and Owl were having this really cool conversation about the guy with the goggles. Now, Lightning said this could be Hunk, and she got me thinking. This could actually be Hunk. This is years later. He's probably not working for Umbrella no more because, you know, Umbrella is now underwater, or it could be someone else. I was thinking this may be Parker, you know, because him and Chris, remember, they work for the BSAA. That could be him because, you know, he's a big dude. So that's kind of what I was thinking. This could also be Barry as well. That could be Barry Burton right there holding him down, or it could be Leon, who knows. But the size of the person, I'm thinking either Parker or Barry. If not one of those two, again, this could also be Hunk as well, because again, an homage to how he always has his gear on. So I think this may be him. And it's a Stay the Fuck Down, and you hear a little bit of this person's voice. Again, if it's Barry, I would expect a more gravelly, like, you know, thick voice, kind of like, you know, Perry, like Parker, you know, their voices might be more gruff because they're older guys. So I'm assuming this may be one of those people. But then again, I'm not sure. And then again, the camera pans over to my husband, Chris Redfield. And for those of you who have really sharp ears, that is Carlos Oliveira, Sexy Rambo. That is his voice. So he voice acts for Chris in this new game, which is hilarious. So you got the hotness of Chris Redfield and the sexy voice of Sexy Rambo. You blended them together. God, I can't even speak right, to make the ultimate hot man for Resident Evil. Because yes, Chris as well as Carlos and Alcina and all the rest could come get it. How about that? But I really like this scene right here. I thought this was really cool, and I like how you hear the anger in Ethan's voice. And to me, this version of Ethan seems like he has more personality, because in RE7, Ethan just seemed kind of bland and boring to me. I don't know. Am I alone in this? But I like how he said, "You killed Mia. Now finish the job." Now remember, him and Chris used to be buddies because remember, he trained under Chris Redfield. So I'm just saying. You know, it could, again, there could be a love triangle. Chris Redfield just probably tired of Ethan stealing his man. I'm just saying. So we get to see all this, and you see Chris Redfield look at him, and that basically concludes the trailer. But what I want to know, and I'm actually just trying to find a scene of Alcina. Yes, I am that kind of bitch. I want to end it on my on Bay, on my beloved Bay, right there. Fuck yes. Yes to all of this shit. Yes to them titties too. Let's just be real about it. All right. But guys, what do you guys think? Do you think, based on my deep dive analysis, the things that I pointed out to you, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you agree or disagree? Have you noticed some things that I didn't point out? You know, what do you guys think about this? And are you fucking excited and thrilled, like your boy, because RE7 is about to drop on May 7th? Fuck yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so sorry I keep dropping F-bombs. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about this. Now, as we wrap up this video, like I said, I have some more information I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Guys, stay tuned. I'm actually working on a huge project for my channel. I'm really excited about it, so stay tuned. You'll get some snippets of it. The full moon will be rising, and the wolves will come out to play, and that's all I'll say on that. But the other thing, guys, is that, as I stated earlier, you know, I'm doing this huge competition on AngelArts channel. Please support me. I would love you guys to go check out both audition videos. They're up on my channel. The links will be in the video description. Thumbnails are right there. Go watch them. I hope I did a pretty good job. Oh, I did well enough to be a finalist. And then also check out my interview. Like I said, video link will be in the description. Go to it, leave a comment, leave a like, and then check out all of the other contestants as well, because everybody who either auditioned or is a finalist, all of them had amazing concepts for the Athenaeum tabletop campaign I am doing with AngelArts. And I just can't wait. I'm so excited. And if I'm chosen and I get the chance to do it, I'll let you guys know what day his video drops, so you can go to AngelArts channel. You can subscribe, you can like, because this guy has amazing content as well. And he's a part of the LGBT family. So yes, yes to all of him. And with all that said, if you guys enjoyed any of this content, do me a huge favor by considering liking this video, subscribing to my channel, leaving me a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I'm uploading videos just for you, my pretties. Then remember the golden rule of washing your hands, wearing gloves, wearing a mask, practicing social distance, and all that jazz. Hopefully, if also you got your vaccine, good luck on that as well. Then remember, guys, to give everybody love and respect. Remember, all Black Lives Matter. I'm going to see you on the flip side, because on this channel, we live, think, and dream big. And with all that said, bye. Wink. Bye, everybody.